Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome,
Oh my
welcome
gosh.
to Global Village Project's 2020 Welcome Week Alumnae panel. My name is Michelle Cooperman, and I am the Volunteer Mentor Coordinator here at GVP. We are so happy that you are joining us online for our first ever virtual Welcome Walk, as we find ways to come together as a community, even if it must be remote this year, to celebrate the importance and power of welcome. Today, we are thrilled to be able to listen and learn from three wonderful former students. Anyone who has had the opportunity to spend time with GVP students can attest to how unique, creative, and determined these young women are. And we love getting to watch them grow after their time at GVP. We are so thankful for this opportunity to shine a light on our graduates. Our panelists joining us today are Esso Mu, Kati Barati, and Curler Mu. To get us started, I would like to give time for each panelist to introduce themselves, tell us when they graduated from GVP, and a little bit about what they've been up to these days. Esso, why don't you start off?
I start first. Okay. So my name is Essel, and I graduated from GVP in 2014, and now I'm in college, and this is my third year at Former University.
Great. Curler?
Okay. My name is Curler, and I graduated from GVP in 2015, and I am a student at Warren Wilson College. This is my second year. Yeah.
And Kati?
Hi everyone, my name is Kathy and I graduated from Global Village Project on 2017, and right now I'm a freshman at Georgia State Perimeter.
Great. Okay, guys, so we are going to just ask you a few questions and you can talk and answer and just have it be kind of fluid and easygoing. The first question I want to ask you guys is who or what made you feel welcome during your time at GVP? Curler, I'll start with you.
To me, that makes me feel welcome is seeing like eyes on the teacher's face as soon as I walked into the classroom. And I was surprised like during my first day at school. I walked in like didn't really know anyone, but saw the teachers looked at me like know my name, and they just like start talking to me. I just felt like that was like how I feel I was welcomed. Like they know me, and I know that they want me to be there, and they are happy that I'm there, and yeah.
And wasn't there someone else who helped make you feel welcome that came to your house or something?
Yes, that was Susie Jacob. I didn't really know GVP or like anyone before. It was like one day I was sitting in the living room watching TV, and suddenly there was a knock on the door. I opened it. It was Susie Jacob. She walked into my room, my living room. She was like, "Who's Curler? I'm here to look for talk to Curler." I was like, "Who's that?" I was so scared, and my English wasn't that good, so I was so scared to talk to her. But she was like, "Do you want to go to GVP? This is a girls' school. It will be really good for you." And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And I don't know how you like even find me here. She was like, "Well, she talked to Jennifer, who live in Jubilee." Yeah, I don't know like how they even like met, but like yeah, she came to me. She asked me, "Do I want to go to GP?" I was like, "Yes, I do." And she was so nice that I just like and not only she's my mentor and she's everything to me. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, Kati, what made you feel welcome during your first time at GVP?
Um, I'm gonna say everybody. Start off from the teachers, up to all the students that were there in my first day. But I will be specific, Dr. Amy. When the first day, I walked into the school to have my interview, I think, and the only thing that I saw on her face was like the smile. You know, when you walk into a school, you don't usually see a lot of teacher just look at you and smile, be like, "Oh, welcome to the school." We're happy to have you as our students. But Dr. Amy was the first one that she just looked, and I was like, yeah, this is where I want to go. And I can't
Oh,
wait until like she sends me, the exception that I can join the school and be able to, participate and be one of the GVP students.
that's wonderful. She must have given you a big hug too, which she does so
Oh
well, right?
yes, yep. Her
So,
hug.
who welcomed you?
Um, well, for me, I feel like I don't have someone in particular, but GVP as a whole, like including all the teachers, mentor, volunteers, the students, and like everyone that who are like part of the GVP family. I feel like um that what's make me feel welcome, and that's what make me feel like home to me. And I mean, I have a home and family here, but like when I first got here, I feel like that's the my it's part of my big family. And since I got here, like um yeah, with the GP family, it's played a big part in my life. And I feel welcome in so many ways, but I would say one of the most important thing is that they make me feel safe in GVP community. And I also feel like that's the place where I belong. Especially as Kati already mentioned it, like with the smile, it just, I don't know, like you just knew it that you feel so welcome with those smile, even though like we did not know any English. I feel like that's the first language that we get to learn to see how they express their expression or their feelings to like that's the way we start to communicate with one another. I think that it's very important, like to show their smile and makes you feel welcome. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the next question is, how can GVP staff and volunteers make new GVP students feel welcome? So probably all of the things that you said they did for you, but what are some of the other things that you might have or ideas that you might have thought of that would have been better than what you had? Kati?
Um, I'm gonna say that the teachers and all the staffs should show the care, the love that they've been missing out from their lives, since like a lot of girls are from different countries, and they've never had the care from different people, except, I mean, their families have loved them and cared for them and bring them to where they are today. But maybe the staffs and all the volunteers could like show a little more care and show them that they love them, and they want them to be there. They want to see them um like get to where they dream of, to reach their goal, to show them the care, that we really care about you, that you really are like welcomed to GVP, and we all are here for you no matter the struggle a lot of them have faced. But
Mhm.
I would say the care and the love will be best.
Yes. Curler, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah. So like as for me, I definitely agree with Kati, and I think for me, like knowing your student's name, will really do a lot, like a big impact on it. It will make the student feel a lot more welcome. Like, oh, this person know me. Like, I'm more like, oh, like I don't know what else they'll know about me. Like the students can approach that teachers more, like too formal, but like I don't form more like closer relationship, and then like before start talking to students, it will be better if the teachers like or the staff volunteer, if they know a little bit of the student's background before start talking to them, will really help navigate their conversations like going forward, with what students want, like what do they want it to see in their relationship and how to like form it in a better
Right.
way. I don't know, but yeah.
Make them feel more welcome by knowing them a little bit beforehand.
Yeah.
So,
I think Katia and Color said all.
yeah.
I think yeah. Also want to add maybe to like everyone come from like different country and have different background, but like in the GVP community, I feel like we can like the volunteer or the teacher can add more like encouragement to them. Um, I think that's very big part because like where we all came from, like we don't. I mean, not that we don't have love in the family. We do, but we like the parents or the community, they don't express their love much as much as what we see here in this country. So I think that
Yeah.
to show more love and care and
Whole
I don't know
different
how to
aspect.
put
No,
it.
I know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what you mean. Yeah. It's very, very important and a key thing of success that GVP does, I think, so well for all of you.
yeah.
Okay, so what is something that you learned at GVP that you still find useful today? And don't say eating at Agnes Scott because that's not one of the
One of my favorite part.
Who wants to start?
I could start.
Okay.
I would say that respect has been very big part of my life since I left GVP. I mean, once you leave GVP, you're in a real world, right? You're in a small box, and then once you graduate GVP, you're like out there, alone. Not alone, but you get your mentors, which is a big part. But also, you're like standing on your own feet, and to get to where you want to be, you have to respect everybody, right? Because there are some times where you will face some people that really don't they, what do you call it? Uh, what is the word?
Appreciate you
Yeah,
or respect you.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really don't appreciate you, but you can't say anything else, just to smile at them and say, I respect your opinion, and that's how you think about me, but I have my own perspective and all that. But I would say that respect has been a very big part of my life that I took from GVP.
That's fabulous because that's one of the most important things that any young woman can have for themselves is respecting
Yeah.
themselves for sure. So, what do you think?
For me, well, I would say on the academic
English.
side where I remember what?
No, I was just say English, like, but it's not like useful. Like it's all
Yeah, yeah.
English.
Yeah, for me, I would say
No, that
yeah,
was
English and also what is so yeah, English and then reading. I was still reading. That's for a big part in my like high school year and in college year, because at the time I think Miss Kelly She was the English teacher and also the reading teacher, and she's very strict. But I mean, I understand that she wants us to be good at reading and speaking English. That's why she push us to not to speak our own language, even though we're in the same class and speak some of the same language with other friends. She encouraged us to speak only English and read more books. And I remember start reading like Dr. Sue, like the cat with the red hat.
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's encouraged me to read more at GVP, and even though I'm in high school and college, I still carry that thing with me. Even I'm still struggling reading like every single day, but like, I try to keep that as part of my habit, and it's really helpful. Even
And I
after
remember
GVP, and I still
you
continue.
guys used to complain about the books every night. Miss Kelly, no, there's so many books,
Yeah.
and it gets you disciplined, and that's wonderful.
Yeah. Me.
Curler.
For me, it's more of a making with my teachers, and that is something that I find really even now. Like if when I like have classes, like even before starting my classes, I will go to my teachers and start to them. So I just find it more useful, like just having a close connection, just relationship with my teacher. It just helps me finding my own potential, what I can do and what I cannot do, and who I should talk to when I like feel down or stressed or having a hard time with homework and assignments. So making friends with teachers really one of the biggest thing I learned from school, and we've been like even now like the friends that we made in middle school at GVP, I still have them, and even mentor I still have them, and I'll have her in many more years. So yeah, it's still a useful tool to have someone who you can always count on to when you needed them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So now that you guys are old and so knowledgeable, what advice would you give to the GVP students who will be graduating this year?
Hmm. Can I go first?
Sure.
Okay. So I know that moving into high school is a big transition, like, but like don't just stress yourself out and force yourself doing things that you really enjoy. Just do the stuff like join clubs and do stuff that you personally like and interest, and making friends with your teachers. Have a close relationship with your teacher because someday those teachers will have to write you a recommendation letter. So the source, so start making friends in freshman year. And yeah, don't be so hard on yourself. Just go go slowly, like know your pace, and don't get caught up in drama.
Yeah. I
So,
got. Yeah, I want to add something too. It was hard, the transition into GVP to high school. It's for I mean for me, I think it's a little scary. Especially like I'm not very outgoing person, and when I started my high school year, it was hard to make new friends, to communicate with other people. Um, but let's slowly it will get better, but it's gonna take time. And also another thing, like even though you're in the class, I think Alicia already mentioned that, but I never ask question like during the class. I'm so scared of them. But every like after the class, I will stay behind. I will stay a little late, and then I will schedule with the teacher where I can talk to them and ask them a question if I have anything with the class related, and that's really helped me throughout my 4 years, or even like if in college, I still do that a lot. Asking question after classes when I don't understand something, and it's still helpful.
Good
That's
advice. Kati?
Okay, I would say that for our graduates that are going to be graduating this year, stay in touch, you know, because I know a lot of people, once they graduate, they just go on their way. They never stay in touch and get back to you. Because I really enjoy all the events that we have, getting back all the alums together and just all the good events that we have done that included everybody, the new students and the older students, because we get to see, what our footsteps, not footsteps, but like Miss Elise always says, walk in our shoe. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot how to say.
yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
But you know, to see what we've been through and to see the new students what they're going through, to see what have changed, and just seeing everybody that been to GVP, the older ones, the new ones, the ones that just left. It's always a good thing to stay in touch. That's the great part about GVP, because when you're in high school, once you graduate, everybody is on their way to college. You don't really remember all that friends that you had, but GVP is like a lifelong. You stay in touch until whenever you want. So
Yeah,
that's my advice.
great advice. Okay, our last question is a hard one, maybe. What's next for you guys? What are your dreams for the next 5 or 10 years? Or tomorrow?
hmm.
I can start out.
Go ahead, Curler.
For the next 5 years, well, my dream for next 5 years will be graduated from college and get a job where I can make some money, and eventually, I do want it to go back to grad school, but I don't know what my career will be after 4 years in college. But I definitely wanted to have a job after I graduate from college, although I'm not sure where. Yeah.
um, I would say that in 5 to 10 years, I want to graduate college with PhD in psychology, and I want to give back all the help that I received while I was struggling to get to where I want to be, and just continue, making great things, memories, you know, spend the most from the life that we have right now. And I think that's my 5 to 10 years goal. I hope I achieve it.
Mm. You will,
You
honey.
Yeah.
So.
As for me, well, I just declared my major in Asian studies, and then I will also major in another one, which is in education study. And my plan is to graduate from Furman, and after that, I'm not sure whether I want to continue my studies, but I want to take like a little gap or a few years and to work in the field for a few years, and then if I want to go back, then I will go back, but I'm still not sure. But I will definitely want to still keep in touch with GVP family, and I still want to be involved in the community and help out anything like I can. And I still, yeah, like you, Miss Michelle, and all the mentor and all the volunteers are doing, like it's make me think that like I want to be like you all, and how you live the legacy, and I want to do that, and it's make me very motivated to be here and learned and give back what I been through and what I will continue going through my life, and it's really giving me motivation.
Oh, that's wonderful. Y'all are just such shining examples of what GVP is and what it stands for. And because I'm the mentor coordinator, I have to put in a little plug for all of your amazing mentors who have helped you get to as far as you are. Miss Susie Jacobs is Curler's mentor. Miss Robin Marcus is Esso's. And Mr. Steve Heckler is Kati's. And they have all tirelessly helped these three women achieve their goals and help them along their educational pathway. And that's what GVP does, and that's what they give each student, this chance to become great. And you all are three really shining examples of that, and we're so very proud of you and all that you've accomplished and continue to accomplish. And it touches all of our hearts that you appreciate what you had with GVP and that you love GVP. And I know you will come back and you will volunteer or teach or mentor at some point in your life, because it has touched you so deeply. And I just so proud of each and every one of you. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Any last words that y'all want to say before we sign off?
I really miss everybody in person,
I know.
and I wish that I could have the chance to, give everybody a in-person hug, not virtually. I know. I do send all the love and blessings and happy Thanksgiving. Whoa,
Yeah,
Thanksgiving is on the way.
Yes.
that's right.
Yeah, we need it.
We all have a lot to be
I
grateful
just
for.
want to
GVP is at the top of our list.
Yes.
So y'all will be virtually walking, right? You're 47 minutes. You're going to be out there walking and explaining why why welcoming is so important, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, I've had such a great time with you all, and y'all have done such a super job, and I appreciate you taking the time to do this virtually and continue on your journeys and be well.
thank you for this
You're
opportunity.
welcome. You're welcome.